Hey guys, good morning. Guys, can you see my screen? If you are able to, just type yes in the chat box. Great. Okay, fine. Let's get started today's session. So yesterday I covered two-dimensional arrays, right? So I even demonstrated how to use the general or normal for loop with two-dimensional arrays. Now I'm going to show you how to, how to use, where is this arrays? Yeah. Here I'm going to show you how to use for each loop with two-dimensional arrays. Okay, let's try for each loop now. Just create a new class. And okay, I'll just create already 7 is there, 8. Yeah, I'll create a class. Then I'll create a two-dimensional array. I'll create the two-dimensional array with shortcut format. Okay, so these are some array elements I have given, and you can see this is a two-dimensional array where we have this two-dimensional array. How many single-dimensional arrays are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 single dimensional arrays are there. In each and every single dimensional array, we have 3 elements, right? That's the plan. You can have any number of elements if you want to be flexible. In this single dimensional array, you can have 3. In this, you can have 4. In this, you can have 3. In this, you can 5 elements. That's up to you. But here I created the example like this. Okay. It is Java only. Java arrays concept. I mean, I'm covering Java's arrays concept because for some Selenium concepts that are going to come, we need to cover this remaining Java concepts. Okay. So once that is done, again, we'll switch to Selenium. Is that fine, Ramin? Okay. Yeah, welcome. So here, instead of using the normal for loop, I am going to use for each loop. For here, each and every element in this two-dimensional array, this is an element, this is an element, this is an element, and this is an element is of what type? Can anyone say what is the type of each and every element in this two-dimensional array? All are wrong. Just think properly again. Again, I am saying this is a two-dimensional array. In that two-dimensional array, this whatever the selected is in one of the element of this two-dimensional array. First element, this is a second element, the third element, and this is a fourth element. Each and every element in this two-dimensional array is of which type? Think and tell me, guys, again. Yes, Pn is saying it's a one-dimensional array. But what is the type? What is the type of that one-dimensional array? Pn, you are almost close, but it's not the straightforward answer. This is of which type? This element 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 is of which type? Tell me guys, anyone? No? AB, you are wrong. Rajkumar, list. We are not even into collections, so list won't be an answer. Int index. Int index. Just think guys, proper one you have to think. Object, no. Not correct. Row, not correct. Keep trying guys, that's okay. If you give wrong answer also, fine. Int one dimensional array, Rishi, you are right. It is an int one dimensional array, right? Single dimensional array. But straightforward answer everyone is not giving. So if I have to type, I'm just typing in the chat box. This is the type. Can you see that? That's the perfect answer I was expecting. Each and every element in the chat you can see guys, okay? Or I'll just type that in the paint here. Each and every element is of integer array type. This is what I was expecting as an answer, right or wrong? You see, this is a two-dimensional array, right? This is two-dimensional array. In that, this is of integer array type. Each and every element of this two-dimensional array is an integer array type, right? So that's what you have to think like. So here in this for each loop, I have to give for each and every element which is of integer array type. Okay, AR colon A I will give. Okay, AR stands for, let's say, array. Okay, I'm just giving some other name for this single dimensional array AR, and A is a nothing but a two-dimensional array. So like this, I have to write a for each loop. Remember the for each loop, right? First, I have to find the type of this individual elements of this array. Here in this case, two-dimensional array, individual elements is of integer array, single dimensional integer array, right? Single dimensional integer array. So I have given integer array here, and I have given some name for that, temporary name. And here colon A means this is a two-dimensional array. Now what happens whenever this for each loop will run? Here it will check how many single dimensional arrays are there. In that, it will take the first single dimensional array and assign this to AR. This first single dimensional array will get assigned to AR. Once it gets assigned to AR, then what's the thing? I have to create inner for each loop, where in this single dimensional array, each and every element will be of which type? For example, this is a single dimensional array. Inside the single dimensional array, each and every element is of which type? Int type. You are right now. Now int type. Int AE array element colon AR. Okay, whatever the AR. This AR. Like this, I'll have to create for loop and inner for loop for that. Now system.out.println AE array element. What will happen in this case is, first it will start with the external for loop, where out of all this two-dimensional array elements, where each and every array element is an integer array, single dimensional integer array. First single dimensional integer array will be assigned to AR. After that, we'll go inside. And here what will happen? Again, another for loop will start, where in that single dimensional array, there are three elements. In that first element, 9 will be assigned to AE and 9 will be printed. And again, AR will check any other remaining elements. Yes, 5, 7. In that 5 will be assigned here, 5 will be printed. Then AR will check any other elements. 7 will be assigned, 7 will be printed. Any other elements left out in this first single dimensional array? No. Then will come out of this inner for loop. I mean, for each loop. Then control will go here, and already the first element of the two-dimensional array is already assigned to AR. So remaining elements are these three single dimensional arrays. In that, the second single dimensional array will be assigned to AR and will go inside this for each loop. And here AR is nothing but 832. In that first element, 8 will be assigned, 8 will be printed. Then say remaining elements, the first element in the remaining 3 will be assigned, 3 will be printed. Remaining elements in the second single dimensional array, 2 will be assigned, 2 will be printed. After that, no other elements left out will come out of the inner for loop. Control will come here, where already first two in two-dimensional from single dimensional arrays in the two-dimensional array are already assigned to AR. Remaining single dimensional arrays are these two items. In the first will be taken 169 will be assigned to AR, will come inside. In that AR, in this 169, first element 1 will be assigned, 1 will be printed. Then remaining element 6 6 will be assigned, 6 will be printed, and remaining element 9, 9 will be assigned, 9 will be printed. After all the elements are done in this, the inner for loop will stop, will exit, and then will come out here. Only one single dimensional array is left out to assign to AR. That will be assigned, will come inside that, and in AR, there are 3 elements. First 7 will be assigned, 7 will be printed. Remaining elements 9, 1, 9 will be assigned, 9 will be printed. Remaining element 1, 1 will be assigned, 1 will be printed. So after that, no other elements left out will come out of the inner for loop. Then it will come here and it will check any other single dimensional arrays can be assigned to here. All the elements are completed. So it will also come out of the external for loop or for each loop. Everyone clear with the concept? How to use for each loop with this two-dimensional array is clear? So run the code. You'll get
So
the
in
output.
dimensional, we are not gonna count every single values as a index, like starting
No.
from.
Here you don't have to worry about index in for each loop. Okay. For each loop makes the process very simple, right?
Okay,
For
right.
each loop, there is no index concept at all. Okay. It all depends on how many elements are there in the array, and it keeps assigning until all the elements in that particular array are two-dimensional array elements are done. That's how it works. Okay. There's no concept of finding the size as part of the normal. If you remember in the yesterday session I covered, right? You see here we have to find the size of the array and all those stuff. Okay. And there is an index concept here. No need to worry about index concept here. So because for each loop is specially designed for the arrays and collections. Okay. So whenever there is a need, whenever there is a need of for loop or something, out of these two types, normal for loop and for each loop, which loop we have to choose for arrays? For each loop we have to choose. We should not use for loop with index. Only when it is necessary we'll go back. Otherwise, most of the cases, 99% of the cases, we are going to use for each loop only, okay, to get the job done. If not possible, if some indexing concept is required, then we'll go for the normal for loop. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Just type C in the chat box if you guys are clear with this. I'll run the code. You see all the elements 957, 832, 169, 791. All the things got printed. But this is not the way I want the output to be. This is not the way I want the output to be. I want the output to be like this. Okay. 9, 5, 7. What is the next one? 832. I want the output to be printed like this. 832. Then 169. 1, 6, 9. Then 791. 791. This is the output I want. This is a format in which I want the two-dimensional array. You can give any names. I'm just giving some random names here. Okay. You can give any names. You can give T, you can give C, nothing will happen. Okay. These are just variable names. That's it. Clear, AB? These are just variable names. This side we have arrays. A stands for array name. You can give any name for array, right? Similarly, this is a temporary variable name you are giving so that this array will assign its elements to this particular part based on the data type. Okay. So the new join is be there in the meeting. I would like to talk to you at the end of the session. Okay. So some new people have joined today. So I'll talk to you guys at the end of the meeting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Just be there. So fine. So here this is the thing, but the output is not coming in this format, right? Output is not coming in this format. If you go and see here, the output is coming in this way. So what we can do is I can remove this ln from here. I'll make it normal print. I'll make this normal print, put a plus symbol, give a space. Okay. So what will happen if I don't even give a space? Let's say if I change the print ln to print, all these numbers will be not be printed in this format 957 like that. It will not be printed. Everything will be printed in a single line without any space. Just see here. 9578321697191. So what I'll do here is I'll just put a plus symbol and give some space like this. Now what happens this time, you'll get a space 9 space 5 space 7 space 8 space 3 space, like that you will get. But what I want is after this, I want this second okay, single dimensional array elements to be printed in the second line. Third single dimensional array elements I want to print in the third line. Fourth single dimensional array elements to be printed in the fourth line. Like that I want to do. So what I'll do is after the end of this inner for each loop, I'll add a normal print statement without printing anything. So what happens after the inner for loop prints 957 here, 9 space 5 comma 7 here, it will come out to the inner for loop, and this will take you to the new line. Okay, system.out.println will take you to the new line, and again the second array will be assigned here, and the second array will assign the elements, that is 8322 to this, and 8 space 3 space 2 will be printed. Then again we'll go to the new line. Then this will assign the third array to this particular thing, and this for each loop, inner for each loop will print 1 space 6 space 9 here, and again new line. Then 791 will be assigned here. The 791 in that each and every element 791 will be printed with spaces, and will go to the new line. Okay, run this code. This time you'll get the output in your desired format. You see, 95783216971. It looks like a two-dimensional array output. Everyone clear with this? Two-dimensional arrays, how to use for each loop with two-dimensional arrays is clear for you? Just type C in the chat box, guys. If you guys are clear, just type C in the chat box. Great. Okay. So we are now done with the single dimensional arrays and two dimensional arrays. Now I have to go with the other topics on arrays, some miscellaneous topics. These are required or not, I'll tell you. Yeah, these are required. These are required, guys. Okay. So it's very important for us to know the miscellaneous topics of the arrays also. Okay. So far, what is the type of the array I have used? Integer array. Okay. I've used which type of arrays? Integer array. Can I use double type arrays? Can I put double in place of int? Is it possible? Yes, right. Any type of arrays I can use, guys. Okay. I'll just close this and create. I'll just create another package. Arrays miscellaneous. Okay. Some other package just to segregate that. New class. I'll say 1 with main method. All this code I'll give you at the end. Okay. That is the reason I'm creating. For the new guys, they don't know, right, why I'm doing all this project. I'll share at the end. Okay. So that's the thing. Fine. Anyhow, here you can create any type of arrays, guys. Every time I have created this integer array 9 comma 5 comma 7, let's say. Then here we have to put square bracket. Then it will becomes an integer array. Okay. Then system.out.println a of 0, system.out.println a of 1, system.out.println a of 2. Like that, if I write, what will happen if I run the code? It is an integer array. This is an example of an integer array. You see 957 got printed here. 957 got printed here. So what if I say 9.3, 5.2, 7.4? What's happening, guys? When I try to store the array elements in the decimal format, okay, into this array which is declared with integer array, what kind of problem it is? Is it possible to do like this? Or what I have to do to make this possible? What I have to do in order to make this possible? I have to make this array as double type, right? Change integer array type to double data type, right? I'll just not touch this one. Okay, let it be there. But I'll do one thing, I'll comment it out. Okay, I'll comment this one out so that you can get everything from the code. Double array A is equal to here 9.3, 5.2, 7.4. Now no problem. Why? Because double data type is there. Decimal values can be stored into the array which is declared with double data type array. And if I run this code, 9.3, 5.2, 7.4 will be printed in the output. 9.3, 5.2, 7.4. Okay. Now I'll show you other data type, that is character, char array. A is equal to, here in single quotes, I have to give the elements, comma, single quotes, single quotes. Let's give 3 elements for now. Yes, $9. You can give a character letter, or you can give a symbol, or you can give a number, but surrounded with single quotes. This is a character literal that I have stored. Multiple character letters in the form of array I can store into this variable declared with char data type. Just when I print it out, those characters will be printed. Yes, $9 will be printed in the output. Okay, this is another data type array. Like that, anything else. Next, we'll go with Boolean. Boolean A is equal to, here I'll give true, false, true. Okay, like that I can give. And when I run this code, true, false, true will be printed in the output. Like that, any data type you can give, guys. Okay, you can even give string array. A is equal to, I'll just give in double quotes, Varun. Then I'll give Tarun. Okay, run the code. Tarun will be printed in the output. You see? So this is also done. Integer, double, byte, short. Okay. Floating point, long. For floating point, let's try floating point. Okay. So float A is equal to, how you can give floating point? Can I give something like 9.3, comma 5.2, comma 7.4? Is it possible? Will this work, guys? Will this work? No. What I have to do? Have to add. This is not a floating point literal. This is double literal, which is double the size of float. So if the size of the literal is more than the size of the data type into which we are storing, that is not possible in Java, guys. We have to make it a floating literal. F. You just need to add F, capital F or lowercase f, whatever you feel. Capital F or lowercase f, both are fine. Okay. You see, it is accepting now. Floating point literal will be like ending with F, guys. Decimal value ending with literal F. But in case of decimal, here D is optional. Whether you put, either you don't provide D or you provide D, doesn't matter. It's optional. If you want to explicitly provide, you can provide also. Lowercase d or upper D, you can provide, no problem. So 9.3, 5.2, 7.4 got printed. That's fine. Then what we have when we have long, or we can even have long, right? Long literals. Long A is equal to, I can give something like this. Okay. 9L, 5, 7L. Okay. With L or without L doesn't matter. Even integer value, the size of the integer literal is less than the size of the long literal, long data type. Hence, integer literals can be stored into the long data type variables. Okay. This is long literal, this is long literal, but this is an integer literal that can be stored into the variable of the long literal because the size of the integer data type is what, guys? 32 bits, whereas long is 64 bits. So I can store something which is lower in size to the upper size. Okay, that is possible, not a problem. Yes, implicit internal conversion will happen. That's correct. Run this 957. So today I'm going to give you assignment, guys. Okay, because I will be off. I'll not be there from tomorrow onwards till 11 or 12. I don't know. Most probably I'm thinking 11, but there may be a situation where one day may get extended. I'm on vacation now, but I'm going to give you some serious assignment, guys, that everyone has to do it. Okay, Whether you are a new joiner or old joiner, doesn't matter. You guys have to do it, okay? So till 12, you guys have the time 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13th onwards, we'll again resume. By the time, I'll give you some serious assignments that will take time, okay? Even though I'm not there, you guys have to spend time and complete them. Fine. I believe that you guys will do that. And all these things, when you do, your confidence will rise, guys, okay? So a lot of things are there which I have not taught to you in Java. By doing that, right, you will get confident in Java. Okay, you will get confident in Java by doing that. Okay, so fine. That I'm going to give as an assignment till I come back. Don't be idle. Don't treat that as holidays, guys. Okay, I don't want you guys to do treat like an holiday. It's kind of off for me, but not for you guys. Okay, I want you guys to do hard work still and get the things done as part of the assignments. Okay, so serious assignments I'm going to give you apart from today's assignment. Some other assignments I'm going to plan. That will take time till I come back. Right, you will be able to finish up without any problem. Fine, that's the plan. So everyone clear with the different data types? Different data types, arrays with different data types is clear. Just type C in the chat box if you guys are clear. Great, great. Yeah, in my case, it has been planned suddenly, guys. Okay, I was not aware of that. Okay, yeah, in the beginning of the batch, so it got suddenly planned. Ramin is saying I need vacation too. Yes, everyone needs vacation. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ramin. So it got planned suddenly for me, so I can't help. Okay. Fine, anyhow. So I feel like teaching you guys from that location, but I don't think it will be possible. Okay. Just I don't know with what time it will take. Okay. So yeah, from starting session. Okay. So I will give you, you'll understand what the assignments and all. Okay. What the extra information you have to read and all these things. I'll explain you at the end. Okay, Arun? I'll clear that to you at the end of the session. Okay. So be there in the meeting today, guys. Okay. I'll just reveal that what you have to do and all. Fine. I'll try to complete as much as possible by 8:15, and after that, I'm going to give you all the assignments. Okay. Just be there in the meeting for that. Fine. Anyhow, these are, different data types. We can declare the arrays with different data types. Now comes another challenge. Now comes another challenge, guys. Okay. Just focus here what I'm trying to teach. Now, I would like to create an array. It's very interesting thing, guys. Okay. Whatever you're going to see now, just focus here. For example, if I created single dimensional integer array, I'll say a is equal to, and if I try to store, if I would like to try to store 9, then 5.2, 5.2, 7.1 f, then true, then yes, then, you know, string text, any other literal type missing? Yeah, let's say 10L, like this. If I want to store all this type of literals, let's say 8.9D. Yeah, char I have given here, char I have given here, string I have given here, boolean value given, floating point literal, decimal literal, integer literal, long literal. Yeah, boolean is given here, boolean is given here. And here another format of double literal. D is optional, whether you put D or doesn't matter, guys. Okay, this is equal to this. Okay, explicitly you can all the type of things, different data types, right? Is it possible to store this kind of different type of literals into a variable declared with integer array? Is it possible? No. In arrays, is it possible in arrays? Is it possible in arrays to store by default? Is it possible in arrays to store different type of literals into a variable of no same data types are allowed, but different data types are not allowed in the default arrays. In default, same type of data types need to be assigned. Yes, you're right. But there is a hack. Guys. To understand that hack, you have to understand whatever I am going to teach right now for you. Just focus here. Yes, array list. I'll tell you what is array list and all that. That will be covered later. Don't worry about array list for now. In array list also there is a there is a problem. I'll tell you. Muhammad Shahid is saying object as a data type. Is that possible? Yes, I'm heading there only. So guys, you try to understand whatever I am going to teach. There is a class known as object class in Java. Okay. There is a class known as, everyone type in the chat box the name of the class I am going to discuss. What is the name of the class? There is a class, predefined class in Java known as object class. Capital O, Renuka. Capital O. Just type capital O, guys, everyone. Okay. There is a predefined class known as object class in, yes, right now. You are right, Renuka now. Okay. There's something known as object class in Java. So this object class that you are seeing on the screen is parent of all the classes in Java. Okay. What is this object class? This is the parent of all the classes in Java. No matter which class you take. Object class in Java is a predefined class, is a predefined class in Java, and it is the parent of all the classes in Java. Whatever the class you take, I am going to prove you that now. Okay. Yes, supermost class, super class. Even you see, parent class can also be called as super class, guys. Okay, child classes can be called as subclasses. Okay, super class of or parent class of all the classes in Java. How can I prove that? For that, I'll just go to some library of Java, Java 8, JDKR, where the documentation I feel good. You can go with anything. Latest version of Java also you can go. API docs. When I search that, I'll get this link. Just click on the link. It will take you to that documentation where whatever the class you see here in this Java library, there are a lot of predefined classes interfaces. Okay. So whatever the class you take, abstract action class. For abstract action class, can you see the object as a parent class here? On the top of abstract action, do you see object? Yes or no? Guys, yes, right? Let's take another random class, activation ID. For activation ID class, do you see object class as a parent class? Again, yes. Let's scroll down somewhere. Authenticator. There is a predefined class known as authenticator. For this authenticator class, again, object class is a parent class. Let's scroll down, some random binder class came up. Okay. You see, for this binder class, again, object is a parent class. Scroll down, channels class I am going. And again, here we have channels. Again, we have object as a parent class. Whatever the class you take in Java, guys, it has a parent as an object. Okay. You see, date, buffer, int, data buffer int. For this immediate parent is data buffer, but the grandparent, the top level, what we have, either object class is either the parent or grandparent of every classes in Java, guys. Okay. Every class you take as the object as its parent class. What about interfaces? Interfaces, can interface become a child of a class? Tell me, guys. In Java, can you make an interface a child of a class? No, not possible. Okay. So what combinations are possible? A class can become a child class of another class. Class extends class, right? This is possible. There can be a child class of a parent class. Okay. What is the other thing possible? Class implements interface. This is possible. There can be a class which can be a child class of an interface. Okay, there can be a class which can be a child class of an interface. Then what? There can be an interface which can be child interface of another interface. These three combinations are fine. Class become a child class of another class becoming a child class of an interface becoming a child class of child interface of another interface. But what is not possible in Java? Not possible. What is not possible in Java is not possible in Java is interface extends class is not possible. This is not possible in Java. Okay, this you cannot achieve. Are you able to understand the concept, guys? As part of inheritance, a class can become a child class of another class. A class can implement an interface. An interface can be a child of another interface. But interface implements class not possible. Mohammed Shahid, that's what I am telling you. That's what I am telling you. That's what I am explaining, right? Interface implements class not possible. Interface extends or implements class is not possible. Interface cannot become a child of a class. There's nowhere possible. That's why. So here, as per the concept, our object is what, guys? Object is a parent class. It's not an interface. Object is a class. Can an interface at any point of time become a child of a class? Not possible. Hence, if you go to the library of Java, if you go to any interface, you will not see the object as its parent class because interface cannot inherit from a class. So, but remaining all classes, if you take context class or whatever the random classes, every class will have the parent or grandparent as the object class. Now everything is clear for you? Guys, the concepts are clear for you? How object is a predefined class of all the, object is a parent of all the classes in Java. That concept is clear. That's great. So here, come back here. So what I will do is, here integer array is an object oriented or not, basically. Is integer array is object oriented or non-object oriented? I can create integer array like this, right? B is equal to new int of 3. Here using new, what I am doing? I'm creating an object for integer array. If I am using new keyword, this actual representation of the array, this is a shortcut representation of the array. Even though you create like this, internally it is created something like this only. Okay. Whenever you are using new keyword, an object is created for this integer array. It's object oriented. That means it can store objects. So whether it is an integer array or string or any other predefined classes, the objects of that integer array or predefined classes can be stored into the object or not. There is one more thing that you need to know. That is objects of the child classes can be assigned to the variables of parent classes or interfaces. Understand this. Objects of the child classes can be assigned to the variables of the parent classes or interfaces. This is possible. But is this possible? Objects of the parent class can be assigned to the variables of child classes. Is it possible? Is it possible, guys? Object of the parent classes can be assigned to the variables of the child classes. Reverse is possible. This is not possible. This part is not possible. But objects of the child classes can be assigned to the variables of the parent classes or interfaces. But objects of the parents cannot be assigned to the children. Children objects can be assigned to parents, but parent objects cannot be assigned to children. Shall I prove you that first? Let me prove you that. Okay, a lot of things are coming into place. So what I'll do here is I'll just try to show you one example. New. I'll just create a class known as class A. Yes, this is inheritance concept. I'm covering the inheritance concept. So to prove you that what can be done in inheritance, okay. Let's say class A, I'll just create some variable and method. Int A is equal to 9 and some method public void sample A, I'll create. Now system.out.println. So to explain something, sometimes we need to learn a lot of other stuff, okay? A lot of other stuff we need to learn. So inside sample A, Okay, this is one class. I'll create one more class, new. So before that, I'll just go here and comment this out. Error is coming, so I'll just comment this out so that error will be gone for a while. Then I'll create one more class, new class. I'll just name this class as class B. Click on finish. In this class B, I'll make this class B extends class A. What will happen, guys? Now, is class B a child class of the class A or not? Tell me, guys. If I make class B extends class A, means class A is the parent of class B, class B is the child class of the class A, right? Class B can have its own properties again. Let's say 20 and public void sample B system.out.println inside sample B. Now I'll create one more class. I'll just name this as demo class. Or else I'll do one thing. Somewhere I covered inheritance. I'll just create a package known as miscellaneous inheritance. Okay. So some concepts of inheritance I'm covering. So better I move there, these things. I'll just move all this stuff there so that I will have clarity tomorrow. So instead of keeping them in this package, I'll just move to the proper package. Where is inheritance demo? Here. I'll just move the classes here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Cancel. I didn't move. So I have to move them to miscellaneous interface. Okay. Sorry, inheritance. Okay. Now they will be moved from array miscellaneous to inheritance, miscellaneous inheritance. It will move. Here we have the three classes. One is class A. Other one is class B. As you can see, class B is a child class of class A. Class B is a child class of class A. Class A has some properties. Class B has some properties. Now I am creating one more class I created, that is demo class. I can move it here also if I want. Okay, not a problem. Here we have class A, which is the parent of the class B. Class B is the child of the class A. Now in this situation, if I try to create an object for this class B, what will happen? New class B. If I have to create an object for the class B and say CB is equal to class B, right? Class B. Class B CB is equal to new class B. So I create an object for child class or parent class. Guys, in this case, I create an object for the child class or parent class. Child class. I created an object for the child class and assigned that to the object reference, and that object reference is defined with which class? Same child class only, right? Now using CB, what can I access? Using CB, what can I access? Can I access both the parent and child members? Both A and B, class A and class B properties I can access, right? Or members of the class A, class B I can access, because class B is a child class of class A. The variables and methods from the class A will be inherited by the class B. Everything I can access. Suppose system.out.println, I can access cb.a. You see, I can access system.out.println, cb.b. I can access. The members of the parent class will be inherited by child class. By creating an object for the child class, all the members of the parent and child class can be accessed. I can also call the methods cb.sample.a, cb.sample.b. Like this, I can do. Okay. Now run the code, right click, run as Java application. Things will be accessible. You see 920 inside sample A, inside sample B got printed. That's fine. All good. So far, all good. I'll comment it out. I'll comment this part. Now what I want to do is, I want to create directly an object for the parent class. Can I create an object directly for the parent class? Can I create an object instead of creating an object for child class? Can I create an object for the parent class? Yes. New class A, I'll say CA is equal to class A, I'll say. Now using this object reference, what I can access? Can I access both the parent and child class members can access using the object reference of the class A? What do you think? No, right? Only parent class. Because parent class is not inheriting anything from the child, but child class is inheriting from parent. So when I create an object for the child class, all the properties of the parent and child will be inherited and can be accessed. But when I directly create an object for the parent class, only parent class members can be accessed. Right, correct. You guys are right. System.out.println C A dot A. See, if I try to access B, C A dot B, is it possible? I will get an error saying, a B cannot be resolved or is not a field. It's not able to access it, guys. Okay, that's not possible. But if I say C dot sample A, I can access, but C dot sample B, you see only A is coming, B is not coming. So it's not possible. Only the parent members can be accessed by creating an object for the parent class. Right. Now one more third variation. Third variation, guys. That is, can I create an object for the child class and assign that to the object reference of the parent class? I would like to create an object for the child class, but assign that to an object reference which is declared with parent class. Do you think that is possible? What do you say, guys? Is that possible?
Yes.
Here directly I'm creating an object for child class and declaring that with child class only. Here I'm creating an object for the parent class and assigning that to the object reference which is declared with parent class. But third variation is I'll create an object for the child class. Just see here what I'm trying to teach. I'm creating an object for the child class, but I'm going to create an object reference, something like C, and not declare this with child class. I would like to declare this with parent class. Any error coming? Here, new keyword is creating an object for the child class, class B. But that object reference is assigned to the object reference which is declared with parent class. Abhi, you are able to get it? What I'm trying to say, is it clear, Abhi? What I'm trying to do is clear for you. But what happens, don't worry now. But at least what's happening? Yes, Pawan, it is upcasting, automatically upcasting. That means in Java, object of the child class can be assigned to the variable of the parent class or not? Tell me. In Java, object of the child class can be assigned to the variable of the parent class or not? This proves, right? This example proves that. Here, object of the child class is assigned to the variable of the same child class only. Here, object of the parent class is assigned to the variable of the or object reference of the same parent class. That's fine. But here, in the third case, object of the child class we are assigning to the variable of the parent class. That is possible because this is a child class object can be assigned to the parent definitely. That's okay. Now, here object is created for child class, but variable is declared as this object reference is declared with parent class. In that case, what can I access? Can I access both the members of parent and child? What do you say? What is the answer? Everyone is saying yes. We can access both the parent class members and child class members is the answer. Muhammad Shahid is saying no. Only one guy said no. What about others? Using this object reference, can I access the members of both parent and child classes now? Maha is saying yes. Mahesh is saying no. Pushkar is saying yes. So only few people are saying no and most of the people are saying yes, but the answer is no. No is the correct answer, guys. Okay. So whenever you create an object for the child class and assign it to the variable of the parent class, okay, in such cases, this object reference will not allow you to access the members of the child class. Only the members inherited by the child class will be accessible. Okay, even though you created an object for child class, but you are assigning that to the variable of the parent class. In that case, what happens is using this object reference, only the members from the parent class which are inherited by the child class will be accessible. Just try to see here system.out.println. When I say C dot, A is coming, but B is coming in this list. Only A is coming, you see. When you create an object for the child class, assign it to the variable of the parent class, then it will allow you to access only the members of the parent class that are inherited by the child class. A is from parent class. I cannot access B now. Even though I create object for the child class B, I cannot, using this object reference, I cannot access B because I declared this object reference with parent class. So parent class will restrict that. It will only allow you to access the inherited members in the child class. Okay. Child class inherited members can be accessible. C dot B is not possible, guys. If I try to do so, C dot B, I'll get an error. Okay. B cannot be resolved. Then C dot sample A is possible, but C dot sample B is not possible. You see, sample B is not coming in suggestions. The reason behind that is when you create an object for the child class and assign it to the variable of the parent class. Okay. So what will happen? Only the members that are inherited from the parent class by the child class can be accessed, but child class own variables and methods cannot be accessible. Even though you create an object for the child class using the object reference which is declared with parent class, okay, the specific members or members of the its own child class cannot be accessible. Only the inherited members from the parent class can be accessible. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Just type C if it is clear. All this knowledge you need to have, guys, in Java. Okay. Any doubts you can. Yes, yes. Pushkar, again you are repeating, right? So, sir, it will only allow us to use the parent class variables or methods, but not the child class. Yes, right. Only the members inherited from the parent class into the child class, those only can be accessible when you create an object for the child class and assign it to the variable of the parent class. Then the members which are inherited from this parent class to this child class, those only can be accessible, but not the child class members. Okay. So Mohammad Shahid is asking me, sir, if not able to access, then why we need to create parent variable instead of child class variable? Okay. So there are some situations where there are some parent classes and there are multiple child classes, but you have a requirement where, okay, you have a requirement where you want to restrict accessing the child class specific variables. That case you think of, okay, this same way, there is a requirement for you where by creating an object for child class and assigning it to the variable of the parent class, you want to restrict this object reference to access only the inherited members from the parent class, but not the child class. There is that kind of situation when it arrives in real programming. This approach need to be followed. Got it? Is it clear, Mohammed Shahid? Right? So there may be some situations where you want to access the using the object reference, you want to access both child class and parent class. By creating directly an object for the child class and declaring that with the same child class, you can access both the inherited members from the parent class and child class its own members also you can access. And another situation where you want to directly create an object for the parent class and you can access only the members of the parent class. Here, no inheritance concept, directly creating a class and accessing them. But coming to the third case, the situation will arrive when you want to create an object for the child class and assign it to the variable which is declared with parent class. Okay, parent class. Why we have to do that? Why specially we have to do that? When you have to go to a situation where whatever that is inherited from the parent class only have to be accessible. Okay, and there's one reason also, guys. Can you create an object for the abstract classes? Can you create an object for the abstract classes, guys? Remember abstract classes? Can you create an object for the abstract classes? But we can do one thing. We can create an object for the child class of the abstract classes and assign it to the variable of the abstract class. By doing that, you are restricting to this object reference to access, okay, the members of the child class which are mentioned in the abstract class, which are declared or mentioned in the abstract class. Okay. So that I'll cover. Don't worry. So concepts will go step by step. I cannot directly climb the ladder, right? Slowly I have to explain. Here, child class object can be assigned to the variable of the parent class. Okay. In the upcoming sessions, I'll teach you that also. Like we cannot create an object for the abstract class, but what can be done, I'll tell you. Okay. So some other questions are coming. Rishi is asking me, if we override properties of parent class in child class, then only upcasting benefits us. Am I right? Please correct. Uh, okay. Not like that, Rishi. It's not the straightforward answer. Only thing I am meant to mention is, yeah, if there is some overriding in that case, what will happen? Whatever the members that are there in the parent class, if they match with the child class, okay, overriding we call, right? That overridden methods will be called. Overridden methods will be called, but they have to be there in the parent class. That's only, okay. Parent class is restricting you here when you are upcasting. Parent class is restricting to use only the members of the parent class, which either they are inherited or overridden in the child class. Both are key. Okay, that's fine, Rishi. Okay, hope you got it. Rishi, is it clear? Whether they are overridden or inherited doesn't matter, but the member should be there in the parent class. Otherwise, if they are special members of the child class, they cannot be accessible. And one more question is coming, already came here. So Abhi is asking me, interface object we can't make. Doing like, can we make? Yes, we can create an object for the child class and assign it to the variable of the parent interface. We can create an object for the child class and assign the variable to the parent abstract class. Directly, we cannot create objects for the interfaces and abstract class, I covered, right? But we can create an object for the child class and assign them to the variable of the parent interface or parent abstract classes. Okay. And one more question. If we do downcasting, is it possible to access parent class? Is downcasting possible, first of all? The fourth case I have not covered it. Is downcasting possible? Can I create an object for the parent class and assign it to the variable of the child class? Can it be possible? New class A, and I'll say CAA. And if I can I declare this with class B? What's happening? What's happening, guys? Is it possible to create an object for the parent class and assign it to the variable of the child class? Over the mouse? Type mismatch. Cannot convert from class A to class B. You cannot convert. Okay. The child class object you cannot assign to the variable of the parent class. That's not possible, guys. That's not possible. Okay. That's not possible. Okay. This case is not possible. You are already getting an error here. Okay. So hope you got the idea. There's some bit of idea like how to create objects for the child classes and assign them to the variables of the parent interfaces, as parent classes or parent abstract classes or parent interfaces, etc. But you cannot downcast where you create an object for the child object for the parent class and assign it to the variable of the child class. That is not possible. Now let's go back to the basics. Here, here I told you about arrays miscellaneous. Let's complete this one at least. We have a few more minutes, 10 to 15 minutes left. Okay. So here, so we cannot store this into all these different type of elements. We cannot store into the integer array. Why? Because this is of different type, this is of different type, this is of different type, right? I cannot store. But I told you object class is a parent of all the classes, including array, integer array also. Integer array is also an object oriented and it can be, can be done. That's fine. So here, you know that what are the different primitive, one more concept I have to explain, guys. Okay. We have different primitive data types in Java. What are the different primitive data types we have in Java? Can anyone tell me? In the chat box, you can type. What are the different primitive data? Total 8 are there. What are they? Total 8 primitive data types we have in Java. What are they? Anyone can type in the chat box? Yes. Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. Right? These are the different primitive data types we have. Are they object oriented? Are these predefined classes? Are these predefined classes in Java or they're primitive data types? They're non-object oriented. These primitive data types in Java are non-object oriented, but there may be some situations in Java where we have to use this byte primitive data type as a byte class. An object oriented if I have to use. Java is giving something known as wrapper classes. Everyone type in the chat box, wrapper classes. The concept is what? Wrapper classes. Everyone type wrapper classes in the chat box. Yes, there is a concept known as wrapper classes in Java where for every primitive data type in Java, we have an associated predefined class. If you want to use this primitive data types as object oriented, okay, by default, primitive data types are non-object oriented. They doesn't have, you don't have to create an object to use byte data type, right? But there may be some situations in programming where you have to use byte as an object oriented, okay? For that, Java is giving you some different wrapper classes. So this is a one of the wrapper class. Capital B will be there. You see all the classes in Java will have the first letter in capital letter. So byte. This is a wrapper class. For this byte data type, what is the associated wrapper class or object oriented class we have for byte data type? Byte. For short, we have short predefined class. This is a predefined class, wrapper class. For int, we have integer, not int. It is integer. For byte, it is byte. For short, it is short. But for int, it is integer wrapper class. If you want to use int primitive data type as integer object oriented, you have to use integer in place of int primitive data type. For long, we have long. For float, we have float wrapper class. Float wrapper class. For double, we have double wrapper class. For char, we have character wrapper class. Then for boolean, we have boolean wrapper class. Boolean wrapper class. Okay. For byte, we have byte wrapper class. For short, we have short wrapper class. For int, we have integer. For long, we have long wrapper class. For float, float wrapper class. Double wrapper class. Character wrapper class. Boolean wrapper class. These are the object-oriented representations of non-object-oriented primitive data types. You see, Java is not 100% object-oriented. The only reason is because of this primitive data types, which makes the Java non-object-oriented. That is not fully object-oriented. If you ask anyone, is Java an object-oriented? The answer is F. Definitely yes. Java is an object-oriented programming language. But if you ask them clearly, is it 100% object-oriented? The answer is no. Why? Because byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, primitive data types in Java are non-object-oriented. Mostly it is object-oriented, but because of these primitive data types, it's not 100% object-oriented. So, but Java is giving us a flexibility, even though it's not 100% object oriented, but Java is giving a flexibility where we can use this non-object oriented primitive data types as object oriented by using this wrapper classes, associated wrapper classes like byte wrapper class, short wrapper class, integer wrapper class, long wrapper class, float wrapper class, double wrapper class, character wrapper class, and boolean wrapper class. Is it clear for everyone? Wrapper classes. Guys, type C in the chat box if it is clear for you. Why Java is giving you these wrapper classes. Then can I create arrays with the help of these wrapper classes? Can I create object, arrays with this wrapper classes instead of primitive data types? For example, here, I'll take an example, guys. You can see that. I'll say integer a is equal to 9, 5, 7. Here, each and every element is of which type? Each and every element in this integer array is of which type, guys? Int type, int primitive data type, right? Now, if I create something like this, integer array a is equal to 9, 5, 7. Now tell me, here I'll say B, guys. Otherwise, A is already there, na? Or I have to comment it out. So I can use A. Fine. Here, each and every element of this array is of which type now? Which type? It is of which type? 9, 5, 7 in this example is of which type? Int type, primitive data type int type or integer wrapper type? Integer wrapper class type. What do you think? In primitive data type or integer wrapper class type? Integer wrapper class. That means it is an object, guys. Here, this 9 is a integer value, but here 9 is not an integer value. Okay, here 9, for example, if I say a of 0 dot, I'll get all the methods. You see, I'm getting all the methods. Why? Because this is an object oriented. 9 is not an element, it is an object. It is a normal number. It is an object, guys. Which object type? Integer object type. 9 is integer object type, 5 is integer object type, 7 is integer object type. Okay. So this 9 is integer wrapper type, 5 is integer wrapper type, 7 is integer wrapper type. In this case, 9 is int primitive data type, 5 is of int primitive data type, 7 is of int primitive data type. That's the difference. So similarly, I can use like this double p is equal to 9.5, comma 7.4, comma 3.2. I can do. This is double wrapper type. Here, everything is an object of double type. Then character wrapper class. I can create an array. C is equal to yes, comma dollar, comma 9. I can do this. Integer double character. Then boolean also we have, right? Boolean d is equal to true, comma false, comma true. I can do this. Now the thing is, what if I say integer a is equal to, if I give something like 9, comma 9.5, comma yes, comma true. Is it possible? Is it possible, guys? Into this integer wrapper class variable, I can store different type of objects. This is an integer object, this is a double object, this is a character object, and this is a boolean object. Can I store like this? But I was telling you something earlier. That is, object is a parent class of all the classes in Java. So object is parent of classes of all the classes in Java. That means object is a parent class of integer class or not? Will object will be the parent of the integer class or not? Yes. Will object will be the parent class of double class or not? Yes. Will object will be the parent class of character wrapper class or not? Yes. Will object be the parent class of boolean wrapper class or not? Yes. Okay. Object is a parent class of all the classes in Java, including integer, double, character, boolean. So what I will do here is, since this is not possible, I'll just put a comments here so that I don't want to delete the code. So here, if I make it object, then is it allowed now? Is it allowed now? Yes, right? So here we are upcasting or not? Are we upcasting or not? Integer is a child class. Integer wrapper class is a child class of the object class. Double wrapper class is a child class of the object class. Okay. Character wrapper class is a child of the object class. Boolean wrapper class is object of child of the object class. So that's the reason upcasting is possible, and this kind of stuff is possible where different data types, different wrapper class types, values can be stored into a variable which is declared with object class. So if there is a requirement for you where you want to store different type of literals or objects into a variable of some array, then we have to declare that array with which type? We have to declare that array with which type? Object type. Clear, guys? Clear, everyone? So to explain this object, there are a lot of things about object I covered, right? Object is a parent class of all the classes in Java. Object is a parent class of all the classes in Java. And now I told you about wrapper classes. This concept is wrapper classes. Wrapper classes. That is there in the notes, guys. If you want, you can see the notes here. You see, directly I jump to wrapper classes and primitive data types. For every primitive data type, there is an associated wrapper class. Okay. You can assign the values of the primitive data types to the variables declared with these wrapper classes. Not a problem. Okay. Upcasting and the different things are possible. Okay, different things are possible. What I mean to say here is, I can say int a is equal to, I can say, for example, I can say integer a is equal to new integer of 9. That is not possible, right? What if I say like 9 here? It's okay. Okay. Integer a is equal to new, sorry, 9. Okay. Whereas if I say int b is equal to 9. Now if I say integer c is equal to, integer c is equal to b. Is that okay? B is of int primitive data type. I can assign the value of int primitive data type to the variable of integer wrapper class. That's okay. Then int d is equal to, int d is equal to a. Is that possible? Yes, that is also possible. A is of integer wrapper class value can be assigned to the variable of int primitive data type. Automatical conversion will happen. Auto boxing and unboxing will say, okay, or okay, auto, this is boxing, this is unboxing. Unboxing the value of a wrapper class in and storing it a variable of primitive data type. That is what is unboxing. What is boxing? Assigning the value of integer value to the variable of integer wrapper class. That is boxing. You are boxing primitive data type value into a wrapper class. That is called as boxing. If you are assigning the integer wrapper class value into variable of primitive data type, that is called as unboxing. Okay, you are opening the box kind of thing. Okay, in Java we have that concept. You don't have to mind much, but you can assign the value of normal primitive data type to the variable of integer wrapper class. Okay, or value of the integer wrapper class you can assign to the variable of the primitive data type also. Everything is possible. Okay, so that's what I mean to say. Anyhow, coming back, these are wrapper classes. I told you there is a concept of wrapper classes here. Okay, that I covered. And so now you see arrays and different data type declaration, different data type declaration I told you. Fine. And arrays are fixed in size. These concepts I'll cover later, guys, because I covered already a lot for you today. I'll stop it here. So this much is more than enough. So here, this part is already covered. Cannot store different type of literals into a single variable. Solution is object array also I covered. Okay. To store different type of literals into a single variable object array kind of variable, I have to declare that array with object array type. And object is a parent class of all the classes in Java, and every primitive data type in Java has a wrapper class, right? Wrapper class, that is integer wrapper class and all. So here what's happening when I say integer, this is getting boxed or unboxed. This 9 is getting boxed or unboxed. Tell me, 9 is of int primitive data type, 5 is int primitive data type, 7 is int primitive data type. It's getting boxed to the wrapper class. That's why it is allowed. Now integer has a parent class known as object class. Integer has a parent class known as object class. Double has a parent class known as object class. Character has a parent known as object class. Boolean. So here 9 is getting upcast boxed to integer wrapper class. 9.5 to double wrapper class. This singlet race is boxed to character wrapper class. True is getting boxed to Boolean wrapper class. And all these are now the child objects of child objects can be stored into the parent object class. Okay, all these concepts you have to understand. Many things I covered today, guys. I know I've covered a lot, but just go through the session if you want to try it out. Okay, you want to understand them again and again. Just watch this video recording. I'll share you today, right? You have time. Just watch the video 1 or 2 times more, and you will get it for sure. Okay. If not, I'll be there to help you out and resolve your problems. Now you can ask me the questions, guys. That's all for today. I covered this wrapper classes and arrays, and in this arrays I didn't cover one of the topic. Decide one of the disadvantage of array I didn't cover. I'll cover that, and then I will in the upcoming sessions I'll cover strings, and then we'll go for exception handling to complete this topic, Java topic. Yeah. Now any questions you have, you can ask me out. And the people who are new to this session, just be there in the meeting. I would like to talk to you at the end. Okay. After the questions are done, we'll go there. Any questions, guys? Any questions you can ask me. I'm there to help you out. And also I have to give you some assignments, guys. So I told you, right, I will not be there. So what assignments you can do instead of being, idle or treating them as holidays. Okay, I want you guys to work on something from your end. First thing is that just go through this playlist, guys. There are 194 videos, and by tomorrow, 200 videos will be there. So already I gave an assignment right earlier to complete this 100 videos from this playlist. If you guys are new and if you have not done this assignment, the first assignment, I'll give the assignments here. I'll just type the assignments in the Telegram. Meanwhile, if you can ask me the questions, you can ask, guys. No worries. Okay. I'll also give you the assignments. For we have a lot of time. 7th to 12th you have the time, or 11th, I don't know. The almost 5 to 6 days you have time. So I hope you guys can easily do these assignments without any problems. This will increase or improve your confidence, guys. Okay, improve your confidence. So that's the reason. So assignments time. I'll just say today's notes. First, I'll share today's notes. What are the today's notes? These are today's notes. Okay, and I'll share the today's code also. Whatever the code I have written here, arrays, miscellaneous, or in arrays to have created something, and miscellaneous inheritance concept I covered. All this I'll be sharing you now. Properties. Meanwhile, you can ask me the questions. Anyone have any questions? You guys can ask me. I'll give you the assignments for the entire week. Meanwhile, you guys can ask me the questions if you want. Anyone have any questions? If you have not understood today's session because of some XYZ reasons, let me know, guys. I'll cover it for you again if required. Okay, I can help you out there if you want to, because I know that. Yeah. Yes. Fine. So it will take some time, guys. Okay, if you're not able to understand, also let me know. I'll repeat it for you if required. Okay, whatever I covered for you today, if you have not understood at anything, even after watching my video again, if you don't understand anything, let me know, guys. I am ready for explaining and making. I want everyone, guys. I'm not focusing only on few people. Everyone in my class, should get benefited from these sessions. Okay. At any point, if someone is not able to understand or not able to go through whatever I'm teaching, they have to let me know so that I can help you out. Okay. I can give some extra time for them to help you. So make sure you see, for the new people, don't worry about these commands. I have not explained this anyone. I'm just pushing the code to the GitHub so that I can share you the code. Okay. These concepts I'll cover later anyhow. Arrays and wrapper classes and object class and inheritance also. Some inheritance concepts also I covered. Okay. A lot of things got covered. I know you guys have to just revise my video 1 or 2 times. Today's video is very important, guys. Okay. You have to ask me the questions if you are not able to. Either not today, to like next session also you can ask me, no worries. Okay. Only the thing is you guys have to understand the concepts. That is very important for me. And I'm going to give you the assignments for the entire week. Just stay tuned. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be able to post this code, and after that I can give you the assignments for that. Two-dimensional arrays. Yeah, this is a 8.java. Something I covered today. 8.java. Today's code one. Code one. I'll share all the code that I have covered today. And the next thing I covered today is, apart from this is, yeah, welcome Mahesh. This is done. Assignments I'm going to ping in the Telegram group, guys. Okay, so you can get it from there also.
Okay,
Array
sir.
yes.
Because of primitive data types, దానివల్ల 100% ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియెంటెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవ్వలేదు జావా అన్నారు
Yes.
కదా!
Right, correct.
సో, అంటే మనము జనరల్‌గా గ్లోబల్ వేరియబుల్‌ని కాల్ చేస్తాం కదా సార్! మెథడ్స్‌ని, క్లాసెస్‌ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిఫరెన్స్‌తో కాల్ చేస్తాం కదా!
Okay.
సో, అక్కడ వేరియబుల్స్ సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు గ్లోబల్ వేరియబుల్ మనకి బ్యాంక్ క్లాసే తీసుకున్నామనుకోండి.
But still that variable is a primitive data type only.
ఓకే.
You are
ప్రిమిటివ్ డేటా
creating an
టైప్.
object you are creating an object for the class, so that using that
ఓకే.
object reference you can access that variables. But independently that variable is a primitive data type only, right? You are
అవును.
declaring that variable with the primitive data type, right?
అవునవును. ఓకే.
So if you want to make that variable declared with an object oriented type, then we have to go for wrapper classes. You're getting my point, right?
మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి సార్ లాస్ట్‌ది ఒకసారి.
I'll tell you what you are saying. I'll just give you an example so that you will understand. Give me a second.
ఓకే.
Let me share this code once, and after that I'll clear your doubt for sure.
Okay.
So here we have miscellaneous arrays. This is another one I covered today. Today's, just be there. I'll just clear your doubt.
ఓకే సార్.
Then what next I covered today? Arrays 2. I covered arrays, miscellaneous. Then here I can see clearly what I updated today, 3 minutes ago. Miscellaneous inheritance I covered. Any other stuff other than that? I think that's the only one. Miscellaneous inheritance is the only one. Okay, these are the things I covered. Today's code 3. Okay, so this is one thing I covered, and fine. This is one thing. Then 7th to 11th or 12th, I am not available, but you have to do these assignments for your own benefit and increasing your confidence level. So these assignments are for you guys. I'm not going to check whether you have done it or not, but if you do, it will definitely increase your or improve your confidence. Okay. So what is the assignment I'm going to do? Assignment 1 for this week. Okay, instead of being idle and all, just do these assignments, guys. Assignment 1 is so this playlist. There are 200 videos. You see this, the videos will keep uploading here. I have scheduled the videos, even though I'm not there, right? I'll be there on vacation. Till 12th, in this particular playlist, daily 5 videos will be uploaded. Okay, at this moment, 194 videos are there here. Being shown, I think 194 videos are there, but how many are uploaded already up to where it is uploaded? Let's see how many are uploaded already. By 12th to 194 will be uploaded. That's what I can say. At this moment, you will not see everything. They are scheduled actually. The last one will be, I don't know whether these are visible for you or not, but whatever the videos that are visible for you, just keep doing that. Every day, keep checking. Some extra 5 videos will be added here and will be shown. And by 12th, you will see 194 videos. So for the people who have already completed first 100 videos, that's okay. You can go with the 101 onwards. Okay. For the people who have not started this playlist, I want everyone to do this because whatever I have taught as part of Java, right? Okay. So some miscellaneous stuff are there which have not covered for you will be covered here. That will increase your confidence. Okay. You will become very more good in Java by doing this, by going through this interview questions and answers. So this is the first assignment I want to almost 194 videos by 12th. You can do that. Okay. That's one thing. That's the main thing, guys, basically. Okay. So what's next? Next assignment I would like to give you is this assignment, that is just give me a second, I'll show you what is assignment. There is a playlist here on practice Selenium Java automation. There are around 17 videos, and you see each and every video is all of, minimum average 30 minutes to 40 minutes, I guess. So you have to finish up this. Okay. Practice Selenium Java automation videos you have to watch and try to implement also. Okay. Assignment 2 for this week, because I am not there, I am giving this kind of assignments for you. Assignment 2. And today's assignments, today's class assignments, I'm going to write down. Let me complete this. Assignment 1. So use for each loop, for each loops, for retrieving array elements from two-dimensional array and printing them in tabular format. Okay, this is what is the first assignment you have to do. Assignment 2, use object class to store elements of different literal types. Okay, this is another thing you have to do. And assignment 3, create objects for child classes and assign them to parent classes. Okay, and then access members. Assignment 4, this I am not taught, but I want you to do that. Okay, create an object for child class and assign it to the object reference of parent abstract class. Okay, because you cannot create an object for abstract class, right? But you have to create an object for child class and assign it to the variable of parent abstract class and access the members. Okay. Assignment 5, create an object for child class and assign it to the reference of parent interface and then try to access the values of child and parent interface, etc. See whether it is possible or not. Okay. Like this assignments, any other thing I can give you as an assignment apart from this? I think I covered everything. Okay, one more thing I'll give you. Last one. Assignment 6 for today. Try to create an interface and make it a child of a class in Java. Check whether this is possible or not. Check whether this is possible or not. If you have understood the class, you will be able to do all these assignments. If you are not able to recollect, just go back and go through the recording and then do it. Okay. So that's my suggestion. So I gave you 2 assignments already, guys. Okay. So these 2 assignments for this complete week will be more good than enough, I feel. Okay. You can complete this these things and these things. That's more than enough. Recording will be uploaded soon here. Okay, I'll upload the recording in some time. Okay, after this session. So fine. Now let's move on to the questions part. First, who was asking me the question? Where is that question? Yeah, you are.
Oh.
1 minute. 1 minute. Someone was asking me a question, right? I forgot. What is the question? Can you come again?
Sir, primitive, the
Yeah,
Java language
that's right.
100% because of primitive data types వల్ల అవ్వలేదన్నారు కదా?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So when you say Java, Java is definitely an object-oriented programming language. Okay. If someone asks you whether Java is an object-oriented programming language, you have to say the answer is what?
Yes, it is a object-oriented
Yes. The
language.
answer is yes here in this case. Okay. But if
Okay.
someone asks you whether Java is 100% object-oriented programming language, then what will be your answer?
ఇప్పుడు నో చెప్తాం సార్. అదే ప్రిమిటివ్
Yes.
డేటా టైప్స్ వల్ల అవ్వట్లేదు.
Then no,
ఓకే.
it's not. No, it's Java is not 100% object-oriented, right?
కరెక్ట్.
Right? Java is not 100% object oriented. Okay. So why it is not 100% object oriented? The reason is because of primitive data types in Java. Right? What are the primitive data types we have in Java?
బైట్, ఇంటు, లాంగ్,
Byte,
డబుల్,
float,
ఇంకా
int, long,
ఫ్లోట్,
float, double, char, boolean. All these are
ప్రిమిటివ్ డేటా
primitive
టైప్స్.
data types. Can I create something like this? Int a is equal to new int. Is it possible?
నో. నో.
Because it's not object oriented, right? They are primitive data types. You cannot create object for the primitive data types, right?
Oh.
But there may be some situations where you have to use this things as object oriented type. Okay. Then what we do, for example, I have to use the same as an object oriented. Okay. I'll use integer wrapper class in place of int. That's fine. Now let's say there is a program. You're talking about the program, right? Public class sample A. Okay. It's a class name. In that class, let's say your question is a global variable, right? Int
Yes, sir.
is equal to 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are saying I'm creating one method here, public void sample one method. Now what I'm trying to do here is I would like to access this particular variable. So what I will do, I can directly access, or from the same class or different class, I can access. One way is to create an object like this, right? So sample.
Yes, sir.
SA is equal to sample A. Like that, I can create an object. Next, I can create an object like this, and using this object reference SA dot
Sample one. Okay. Yeah. Global. Yeah.
System.out.println, system.out.println sample sample SA dot A I will say. Okay, that's what is the thing, right? Just assume that is system.out.println SA dot A I can say, I can access. Now you are saying, since I am able to create an object for this class, and using the object reference, I am able to access this particular variable. Does that make object oriented? The variable as object oriented? No, right? Still the variable is primitive data type declared only. But you only thing is that you are creating an object for class, not this variable. Na?
Yes, sir. Correct అండి.
My point, right?
క్లాస్ కి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాము.
Creating an object for class.
ఆ మెథడ్ ని కాల్ చేస్తున్నాం కదండి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిఫరెన్స్ తోటి. అలాగే వేరియబుల్ ని కూడా.
Yeah, we can access the variable.
కానీ ఓకే.
But variable is primitive data type only, right? It's not object oriented.
Yes, it is primitive only. Correct.
It's primitive only. Okay. It's primitive only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Not object oriented still. You are creating an object for the class. Using the object reference, you are accessing the primitive data type variable. But ultimately, to avoid the confusion, simple thing is that you cannot create an object for a variable declared with primitive data type. Can you do this?
అది అర్థమైంది సార్. అది అర్థమైంది. int a equal to new int a, I mean int అనే మెథడ్ మనం అయితే క్రియేట్ చేయలేము. కరెక్ట్.
Yes. So still you have question?
No, sir. Yeah.
Clear na?
అర్థమైంది. Yes, sir.
So that's that level I'm talking about. Okay. But there may be some situations in Java program where we have to use this int this variable value as a integer object. Okay. Then the things will be different. For example, class public class sample A. Just observe this. Okay, where I will use that primitive data type. Okay, why wrapper classes came into picture, you will understand now. Example A, I'm going to create a variable. So instead of int, I'll write integer. Integer A is equal to 9. Now this is object oriented or not? Integer.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And there is some method here, public static void, let's say main method only. Public static void main, string of bugs. Okay, I'll just keep this method blank for now. I'll create one more method, public void sample1 method, and it has one parameter which is like this, integer x. Okay, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Now here, the parameter type is object oriented type or non-object oriented type?
Object oriented type.
Object oriented type. While calling this method, now, I'll make this static otherwise, okay? Because, static methods can only call the static stuff, right? So I'll make it static.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so whether I am writing in editor or not doesn't matter, but I have to make sure I'm writing in a correct way. Can I do like this now?
Sample1.
Integer A, the value of integer I am passing, and it is assigning to the, and you see, there may be some situations in the program where we have to use this values as integer class type, object oriented type, because this parameter is of which type? Object oriented type only, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm declaring this variable with wrapper class, integer wrapper class, object oriented type wrapper class, and so 9 will be passed to this, right? I can use that. But that doesn't mean that I cannot use something like this. For example, if I say int b is equal to 10, if I write, and if I say sample, one of b, sample one of b, and this 10 will be passed to this one. Will this give any error? What do you think? This will not give any error, but this statement, will it give any error when I'm passing primitive data type value? No, why? Because there is a concept of boxing. You remember, right? Boxing. Automatically converting from integer primitive data type value to the wrapper class type. That is boxing. Auto boxing we call that as. Automatically, Java will convert this primitive data type value to the integer object type. But once this 10 goes to this x, right, it will become an object. Here 10 is not an object. It is a normal literal value or number. But once it is 10 is assigned to this x, means it will be declared with integer wrapper class and it will become an object. Okay. But here 9 is already an object, but you are passing object to object, no problem. Okay. So whether you convert it and do, or automatically it will get converted. Okay. So Java has simply introduced this wrapper classes because though it is not 100% object oriented, but it's giving us a way to use the non-object oriented part to be used as an object oriented part in our programs. Okay. Because of primitive data types, it's not 100% object, not non-object oriented. Why primitive data types are non-object oriented? Because for everything you create an object in Java, right, that will consume a lot of space and memory. Okay. And performance also will degrade because the object will consume more performance and etc. And more memory will be allocated when you create objects. But basic things like storing the data will use like anything in programming, right? In the earlier days, when the capacity of the machines, this kind of machines that we are using now were not there long back, right? Memory was a concern at that time. So Java guys, when developing the Java programs, they made this primitive data type as non-object oriented so that the memory management and performance optimization will be good. But later came the situation where we got lot of machines into our real world where the configurations kept on high, lot of memory, space, performance got improved of the machines and all. Now gone are the days where less memory is there. Okay, now Java guys can think of making everything 100% object oriented by removing this primitive data type, but they're not still doing that. Why? Because they still feel that why to waste the memory? Even though we have very good machines and configurations, why to still waste the memory when we have this kind of beautiful feature available? If you go to Python or other programming languages, directly complete 100% object oriented they will be. There will not be any primitive data types like Java. Okay. But Java guys still felt like let's keep it. What's the use? There is no problem, harm in that, right? We are still saving some memory, some point of memory, even though our configurations are good. That will improve our performance of the programs and all. What's the use? Like that, they thought and they still kept it. Okay, and because of that, Java is still is not 100% programming language because of primitive data types. But they gave a way for us to use this non-primitive data types. I mean, primitive data types which are non-object oriented as object oriented, we can use them. They gave a means, and they are doing it automatically for us with the concepts of auto boxing and auto unboxing. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So I got some questions. I don't know whether these guys are there or not. I think it's been okay. Yeah, sure. Rajkumar, thank you. Maybe he has left. I don't know. He is there. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Rajkumar. Yeah, they just do the assignments, Rajkumar. Okay. In the time I'm not there, just do the assignments. I will check the WhatsApp group, guys. Keep posting the WhatsApp group. Everyone, once you do the assignments, earlier assignments or whatever it is, today's assignment doesn't matter. Whatever the assignments you complete, the previous or current ones, just try to complete them and post in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So that will, encourage other people also. You are, creating a positive chain where if someone has done the assignment, I'll also get a feeling of doing the assignments. Okay. Downcasting, is it possible? If it is compatible, it is possible, Pawan. Pawan, your question is downcasting possible? If it is
Yes,
compatible,
sir.
possible. I'll give you one example for downcasting. I'll explain this in diagrammatical format, and also I'll try to give you one more assignment, guys. Okay, that will make you guys more better. I have another Java playlist. I want you to watch that playlist. If you are done with that and this one, then another playlist is there. So that will clear a lot of doubts for you and make you more good. Okay, just give me a second. I'll show you that. We have one more core Java playlist, a very detailed one. So when you have time, you can watch the videos from there. And I'll give you two more assignments. Okay. It's do the hard work, guys. Okay. Don't think that I'm not there, but do the hard work. And by the time I come back, you have to be ready with some questions. Okay. If you're not getting anything or something, we'll try to do it. Okay. This is another playlist that I would like to give. There are 276 videos which will explain Java for you in more detail at the next level. Okay. So when you club all these my sessions and this core Java full playlist and whatever I taught in the sessions and the interview questions I created, club together, your knowledge on Java will become extremely well. Okay. So assignment for this week, assignment 3 for this week is this one. This playlist you try to complete. And one more assignment also I'll give you if you still have more time. If not, you can do it later also. But try your level best, guys. Okay, in doing these assignments when I'm not there. Go through the videos. Okay, that will help you out. Okay, and because I cannot teach entire Java in my sessions, I'll go to an extent where that is required. But there is a lot of Java that is there with whatever I have taught you so far. You can easily do that. So there is something like Java programs. Okay, people who are already good with Java can start with this 150 Java programs and practice one by one programs. There are 150 Java programs here. You have to do it. Okay, your logic abilities will improve because of these programs. We'll also create some future initiatives. Not at this moment, I am not in that, but in future I'll try to create an initiative where a programming we will go to the next level in programming, guys. Okay, that's another plan I have in my mind. I'll announce that soon. Okay, be with me in the upcoming sessions. We are going to do a lot, guys. Okay, behind this playlist, we are going to do in the coming days. But if you do it right now, your journey will become very good. Okay, so week assignments, there are 4 week assignments, and today's assignments, there are total 6 today's assignments. Okay, try to do them, finish them. That will be good. Fine. I think I gave good number of assignments for you. Now, the next part is questions. Let me see what questions I have. Downcasting is possible or not? Pawan was asking me.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
మీరు ఇందాక కోడ్ రాశారు కదా సార్, అక్కడే పాసిబుల్ అవుతుంది సార్. చేయొచ్చు. ఫస్ట్ అప్ కాస్టింగ్ చేసి తర్వాత డౌన్ కాస్టింగ్ చేయాలి సార్ అది.
Yeah, we can. You mean to say which one? Which one? Just let me guide you. Like which code?
Earlier we discussed just inheritance
Inheritance. You mean
concept.
to say inheritance? Inheritance. You mean to say? But I'll give you one more example. You will understand what I mean to say. If it is compatible, we can do that. So I'll give you one example here. So new casting demo. Okay. So I'll just create a new class. We'll try everything here. I'll just create a demo class. Now, if I say double a is equal to 9.5, is there any compiler error? In this case, is there any compiler error?
No, sir.
No, because I'm assigning the double literal to the variable declared with double data type. No problem. If I say int b is equal to 9, is there any problem? No, because integer value assigned to the variable declared with int data type. What if I say something like this? Double c is equal to 9. Is there any problem?
No.
Why? Because this is integer literal. I'm assigning to the variable declared with double data type. What's happening?
Conversion.
Automatically it's converting to the, why? Because the size of this integer literal is less than the size of the double data type, and they're of same types, right? Into double you can store some numbers, into integer you can store convertible. 9 will be converted to 9.0 easily, so it is possible, right? What if I say int d is equal to 9.5? I'm getting a compiler error. Why?
We need to do it explicit conversion because
Yes,
9.5.
here implicit conversion is happening. Implicitly, Java compiler is converting this integer literal into 9.0. That is double literal. It is converting internally and assigning it because it is very easy for the Java to do so. But Java will not do everything internally implicitly, because you see in 9.5 there is a possibility of loss of data. 0.5 can be lost, right? That's why Java is not helping us. Another reason is 9.5 is double literal type, and whereas int is int primitive data type, the size of the double is bigger than the size of the int. Can be downcast automatically? No. You cannot store something that is bigger in size than int. So there is something known as manual typecasting. Okay. You have to put the circular brackets here and put int here. What happens? If it is compatible, if it is can be convertible, if 9.5 can be converted to the integer literal type, if there is a possibility, then it's okay. 9.5, this 0.5 will be cut off because of this implicit conversion. We are simply saying Java compiler that to convert this, we are simply saying to Java that convert this decimal value to normal integer value. So 0.5 will go off and 9 will be stored here. But automatically it will not happen. What if I do something like this? Int e is equal to Arun. Is there any way chance that I can convert this string text into integer? Manually typecasting can I do here? What do you say, guys? Yes or no? Can I convert this string text to integer value by writing int here? Is it possible?
No, sir.
No, not possible. Cannot cast from string to int. They're not compatible at all. You see, whenever there is a possibility, it can convert. Okay, by default, it's not happening. So I put int here. It is a number. 0.5 can be taken off and 9 can be stored. But Arun cannot be stored into E. Right? This is not possible. Or can I do something like this? Int f is equal to true Boolean value. Can I store Boolean value into the variable with int data type? No. Even if I put int also, it will not happen. It's not compatible. These data values are not compatible to be converted to that type. If there is a possibility, we can convert. Okay. For example, 9.5 to 9 we can convert, or 9 will be automatically converted into 9.0. Okay. Character. Coming to character, there is an interesting story. G I will write, and S if I write. Any problem it is coming? Or do I have to manually convert? What's happening in case of character here? There is something known as ASCII table. Understand this. There's something known as ASCII table. So this character, every character letter has some associated number as per the ASCII table. Java compiler will automatically convert this character literal to integer. There is a possibility, and that too I don't have to put int typecasting. I don't have to do manually. Okay, automatically Java is doing converting this s into some number. If I print this, 115 will be printed, guys. This s character literal has some number known as 115 in the ASCII table. Automatically it is getting converted. I'll show you what is ASCII table. Here, if I take you ASCII table and click on this, you can see here in the chat. Character S will be there somewhere. What is the associated number of S in this ASCII table? What is the associated number of this lowercase s in this ASCII table? 150. So Java knows that this character literal, it will automatically convert that ASCII literal into integer value 115 and assign to G. Same thing is possible like this also. H is equal to 115 if I give. What will happen? No error. What is happening? 115 is getting converted back to character literal with the help of what? ASCII table. If I print H, what will be printed? If I print H, what will be printed, guys? 115 will get converted to character literal. Yes, Mohammed, you're right. Character literal S will be printed. Everyone is able to clear. Something can be casted automatically, something manually we need to cast, something cannot be casted because of their incompatible types. Okay, you got the idea now?
సార్ మీరు వేరియబుల్స్ యూజ్ చేసుకొని టైప్ కాస్టింగ్ ద్వారా చెప్తున్నారు బట్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ దగ్గర మనం ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తాం క్లాసెస్ కదా క్లాసెస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి
So you want to typecast with the help of object.
దాని నుంచి
By typecasting in form of object, you mean to say, right?
yes sir
You know, that we can try now. Let's see whether it is possible or not. I understood what your question is. I'll just create a class. I'll just say class A. And I'll make this class, in this class A, I'll create some variable. Int A is equal to 10, I'll say, and public void sample A method I'll create. Understood what's your question is. I'll just try to figure it out for you. And you know, inside sample A, I'll print. Okay, done. And I'll create one more class. I'll just name this class as class B. In the class B, I'll make this class B a child class of the class A using extends keyword. Extends class A, and this B has its own variables and methods. Int B is equal to 20 and public void sample B. Just create some sample statement system.out.println inside sample B. Okay, like this I have done. Then I'll create a demo class. One more class I'll create. I'll just name this as a demo class with public static void main. I think demo is already there here. Demo AB I'll say, otherwise finish. Okay, now in this demo class, I'm going to create an object for the parent class and assign it to the variable of the child class. That's what you mean to say, right? New class A. I'm going to create an object for the parent class.
No, sir. First, typecasting.
I didn't get. Hello.
Upcasting, yeah, sir. First upcasting, yeah.
Upcasting. Okay, you want to? Okay, I understand.
First, upcasting, yeah, sir.
So new class B. CB is equal to class A. This is what you want, right? Upcasting. This is correct for now? What you are expecting? Creating an object for the child class and assign to the variable of the parent class. And we can create an object for the parent class. And can we assign it to the variable of the child class? I'm going to get an error. What if I say class B here? Error is gone. Able to understand, guys? what I'm doing here. Here also I can typecast manually. Here upcasting is happening automatically, whereas downcasting is happening in a manual way if it is compatible. So what happens is, though you create an object for the class A, you are able to assign that to the class B declaration when you manually typecast. Now simply say system.out.println. What you can access, let's see, CA dot, you see you can access both. It's as simple as class B is equal to new class B kind of stuff. Okay, nothing different. CA dot B, CA dot sample A, CA dot sample B. Okay, here typecasting is also possible for classes. If they are compatible, if this is really a parent of this child class, then it is possible to manually downcast also by manually putting this typecasting statement here. Is that clear? Whoever is asking me the question, is that clear for you? Okay, I'll upload this code, guys, again. You guys can practice. Class A, new class B, upcasting, right? Downcasting. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, you mean to say CA and then downcast. That's what I told you, Rao. Now you're able to access the parent class properties also. Right, correct. Same thing. Yes, Pawan, that's right. Pawan, you're right. You can directly do, or you can do it like this also. Okay, that's fine. Like this also you can do, or whatever the Pawan is has pinged in the chat, that way also you can do. Pawan code is like this here. Let me copy paste so that people can get it also. Class A, new class A, upcasting. After that, class B, then we can downcast and use it. CB.A, CB.B, everything you can access here. Okay, you can access everything here. That's what Pawan is saying. Nothing much. Okay. Yeah, that is possible. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? The new members be there. Old members, you have any questions? Ask me out. Any questions in this regard, you can ask me, the old members. Sunil Kumar, Rishi, Riya, Renuka, Stak, Mohammad Shahid, Mahesh, Maha, Balu, AB. Just type me in the chat box. Anyone new to this batch who have joined today, just type me in the chat box.
Sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
సార్ అది మీరు అసైన్మెంట్ ఇచ్చారు కదా సార్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఫర్ సెలీనియం ప్లేలిస్ట్
Right.
అందులో సమ్ వీడియోస్ వచ్చేసి టెస్ట్ ఎంజిన్ కూడా కరప్ట్ చేస్తున్నాయి సార్ మరి ఎలా
They will be very easy. I explained in a way, right? You can understand, no problem. Okay.
ఓకే సార్
You will not get any problem. Okay.
ఓకే సార్
It is
అండ్
very easy. You can easily do it. Okay. There is nothing. I spoon feed it there also. Okay. You can do
ఓకే
it.
సార్ ఓకే
Fine. Yeah, Mahesh joined
Thank you.
today. Anyone else? Mustaq has joined today, and any other one have joined today? Other than Mahesh and Mustaq, anyone there? Mohammad Shahid, I guess, right? Yes, Mohammad Shahid. I think 4 people, but I can see only 3 people. Mahesh, Mustaq, Mohammad Shahid. Okay, fine. For now, I'm getting 3 names. So I would like to talk one by one. First, I'll start with Mahesh. Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Sir, I had joined yesterday. Actually, I was working somewhere as a QA engineer in manual, but where I have get some stuck into the automation project. Due to that, I have got layoff. And after that, for 6 months, I'm trying to applying for job using automation also. But I'm not getting any calls, and
Yes.
what is the current market situation?
Yes, market condition is not good, Mahesh. It's not like you are not good. The market condition is not good, and even for the experts, they are not getting calls, and the things are like that. Okay. Once the job market is open, once the job market is up and running, right, things will be clear for you. Just keep hope. Okay. Every time, whatever the medicine we have is nothing but the hope in such kind of situation. I can understand your pain and all. Definitely things are going to get good. Okay. IT is not going to go anywhere. Okay. IT is not going to go anywhere. Things are going to work out soon. But most probably the economy is getting strong in the US as far as I am, tracking the market now. Okay, so I am very good at finance stuff, and I track the market well. And inflation is coming down there, as I told you yesterday, right, in the webinar, the same thing. The inflation is coming down, and but the interest rate cuts have not happened. Okay, like we have RBI in our country, even in US there are some kind of organization which has to approve that, okay, the interest rate cuts, as the inflation has not gone to that extent where the interest rates cut can happen. So that is still pending. Once the interest rates cut happens, what happens? People will start taking the loans. People will start their spending, because high loans no one will take, right? Spending will be low. The cost of the items will be high in the time of inflation. Okay, even the inflation has gone down. At least some items are getting cheaper there. That's okay. But still, loan interest rates projects will not start, because they have to take the loans to start some business, and all the business requires projects requires people. Okay, all this is connected, guys. Okay, so at this moment when I track the market and all, inflation is good, is getting down, but interest rate cut has not happened yet. Maybe they may announce that thing in March or April. I'm just guessing. If the inflation still goes down a bit, at any point of time they will announce, and from their point onwards, projects will start, more projects will come into picture, and whatever the hiring that has been freezed now will get unfreezed. Okay, and that will happen. We don't know, but everyone is projecting that, or expecting, or like analyst, there's a possibility kind of stuff, or high possibility kind of stuff will happen from April onwards. And June, it will be in a lot of openings will be there in June, guys. Okay, if that goes well, if everything goes well, no disturbance happens in between, like some wars or something doesn't happen. April is the starting point, and June will be the peak point as per our expectations, and as per my discussions with the different heads, IT heads who are there. Okay, I have talked to them, and in some companies they are already unfreezed, and some openings have started. But definitely, guys, one more problem and challenge is also there, that I saw some people already getting some calls. They ping me and say that I got this call. Do I have to take this offer? Recently, I'm hearing that news, but only problem is, because of your skill set, you are not getting job calls. You have to upgrade your skills. That is another pain point. Okay, market is not good. At same time, you are not upskilling yourself. So this is the right time, guys, to upskill yourself, and do a lot of hard work, and increase your skill set in automation. Do the side hustle project with us on weekends and all. Okay, that will give you the confidence, and you will definitely be able to work well in the companies. Okay, is that fine? Have I answered your question? That's the plan.
Yes, I have, but actually, when will the market open? What is the possibility?
April possibility of market. Now it has opened a bit, but not that much. But April is a month where you may see some good numbers. Okay, and June is a peak point. June is like aggressive hiring may happen in June.
Okay, I have laid off in June 23.
No problem.
So-
It's like you can consider it. You see, not you, but a lot of people got laid off. Hiring is still happening in some companies. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Upskill yourself. Definitely, will be taken back. Okay, whatever the areas you are lagging, that you have to improve. Even you have to go into development side if required. You have to become an SDET. Okay, the jobs are there, but skill set is not good. That's the main problem. Fine. So be with me and be with us in this community and all these trainings and all. Slowly we'll evolve, and at some point of time, everyone in this batch need to share some good news that I got selected like this. Okay, let's do that and build that momentum. Okay, I'll be there, guys, throughout your journey. I'm going to there, no matter how hard the situations will be there in the coming days. Okay, since you have subscribed to me, trusted me, and joined with me, I'm going to be there with you in whatever the means. Okay, I keep giving you the support, continuous support, till you get settled up. Don't worry about me. Okay, just think that Arun is there with you. Fine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, guys.
Great.
Yeah, Rishi, we can talk. Let me talk to the new guys once. Once that is done, we can. Okay. So coming
Yes,
back
sure.
to Mahesh. Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mahesh. So, but I want to know, like, already you have learned some Java or something, because today when I have seen your chat, you are replying properly and you are saying understanding kind of stuff. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how much of
Actually,
Java you already have?
I have core Java. I have knowledge of core Java.
Hmm. Selenium?
Selenium also I have.
Selenium also you have? Okay. But anyhow, whether you
Uh,
have or not doesn't matter. But what I want you to do, Mahesh, is since you already have good knowledge, you're able to give the answers and participate in this. So what I suggest you is you just watch the videos from part 11. I'll just type in the paint here. So since I am going on a vacation and you will have ample of time, right? Still, even after having the knowledge, start from part 11 to today's okay, today's session. Okay, just start from part 11. In that, you just go to the Telegram group, find the part 11 or day 11, whatever you see, day 11 or part 11, you will find it. Okay, from there you start, and you can watch in 2x speed if you want. If you already have the knowledge, watch in 2x speed. Okay.
okay, sir.
Videos. Okay, that apart, if you complete that, other assignments I gave to for the people, right, that you can go and do. Okay, weekend assignment, that's not compulsory for you because you have joined today, so it's better you complete this part 11 recordings, and I'll reteach you in the coming days again, when that module again starts. Okay, but for now, since I think there's no problem for you, right? We'll go with the frameworks and automation and whatever the concepts, it's okay for you, we are able to adjust. I don't have to worry much about you. Okay, but just watch these videos over this 1 week in 2x speed. It will be good for you. Okay, some knowledge you will
Okay.
get out, whatever you don't know. So the next I would like to talk to is who is the next guy? Mahesh is the one. Mustak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I want to know about you, like so have any idea of Java so far?
Yes, sir. I have seen videos on YouTube.
Okay, you have watched the videos. So today's session, did you understand without any problem?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Any knowledge into Selenium already?
Yes, sir. In Selenium, I have knowledge on
Okay.
watching videos,
Fine, fine.
not practicing.
So thing is that same thing for you also, Mustak. You have to start from part 11. Okay. Watch them in 2x speed. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
That will
Okay,
be
sir.
enough. Okay. Part 11 you start and watch in 2x speed. Whether you have the knowledge or not doesn't matter. Since you have to align too much teaching, right? Whatever I have taught, just do that. I will repeat that in the upcoming modules. But since we have time, you just go through that. If any problems, I'll be there with you and I'll be clearing each and every doubt for you as I'm doing today at the end of the sessions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Then coming to Mohammed Shahid.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, hi Mohammed. What about you? Any knowledge of Java or Selenium you already have?
I am working somewhere as an automation tester, but it is like they have manual framework and rewriting in core Java. That's knowledge only I have. So like I
Um,
am asking them to release and put me some, but they are not releasing, and like that and no one is helping in the team. So I become frustrated, thinking to resign.
Wait a minute, Shahid. I have to correct you here. Okay. So you mean to say that you are put into a manual testing project, but they're not giving or giving an
Manual,
opportunity, right?
no, I am in automation testing only. Like they have manual framework, and we are rewriting that in automation core Java test ng framework.
Okay, you are rewriting the framework. Okay, then what?
But sir, since 2 year I am in that, and I have only core Java knowledge and nothing.
So what? Then what? What is the problem? What is the pain point? I didn't get you properly. That's why I'm asking.
So like I am asking them to release me from that project,
Why, why,
but they are
why, why, why you want them to release you from? Why you want them to release you from the project? The reason?
Because
You are unable to
I
create the framework.
no sir, framework is already there. We are just doing like copy paste core Java from here and there. That's
Okay.
it. And
Okay.
after
Why
that,
you are
like
asking them to, why you're asking them to move you to another project? What is the reason behind that?
I don't have that domain knowledge. I'm just doing copy paste, and if they are asking like why this failing, so I am not able to reproduce that.
Hmm. So, Mohammed, let me tell you one important line here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The thing is, whenever you are working on a project and someone has assigned something for you, and if you are, kind of taking advantage, and I mean, it's not an advantage because of, a lack of that kind of ability to take a decision. You are not in a position to take a proper decision there. Okay. You are simply asking them, but you are forgetting that what's going in their senior people mind. Okay. Who you're asking them to move to another project, right? So what they may be thinking that Mohammed is not good for us. Okay. Kind of feeling they will get it. Okay. So I recommend you to continue with the current project and do whatever it, do whatever it takes to, whatever the challenges, you try to break it, prove them wrong, and try to, get the things done. Okay. As a software tester, whatever the task we are assigned, we have to do it at any cost, Mohammed. Okay. Should not say no most of the cases.
And
If
I
any
also
problem is there, address the problem. Say that this is a problem because of which I'm facing problems. Okay. So how to solve that? If you are unable to solve that, take the help of the senior people and do, but don't say that move me to another project. That's not a correct thing to do.
okay, sir.
You're getting my point, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
see, at the end of the day, we have to do the work from starting from 9 to 6. We have to do the job, right? No matter what job, doesn't matter. We have to upskill ourselves. That's okay. Whether you are getting an opportunity here or not doesn't matter. But the thing is that we have to do the work. That's why they have recruited us. Okay. So here, small mindset change you have to do, and you have to treat this in a different way. Okay. Where how to solve the current problem if you put the focus on that. Okay, then I think you will be able to do that instead of thinking about problems, challenges, and all. Try to break the challenge. Try to think of a solution in what way you can do it rather than just getting an idea of just moving to another project, escaping from the project is not a solution. I know. Okay, because it will in the coming days when the things will come, so a particular person have to choose you or other person. The person may choose other person because he or she knows that your senior will know that you are not flexible. You should not give a chance. Okay. So try your level
Okay.
best. If still you are facing the problem, fight for the problem, not for moving to another project. Okay. Fight for the problem. Just get the things done from them, and then you will get a satisfaction of I break this problem. Okay. That's how we have to work in the IT industry, guys. It's applicable for everyone. Okay. Everyone will do these mistakes. I'm not saying you are bad in this, but even when I have joined as a junior, right, I am not that much good at decision making. Like even I have made some mistakes, okay, in my journey, but I know the cost. Okay, I know the cost. What I have missed it. Okay, what I have missed, I know. Okay, so from that experience, I am just giving you the guidance that go in a proper way. Okay, don't do that.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Fine.
Okay,
So,
sir.
Mohammed, as you're also saying that you already have some experience into Java and or Selenium, right? For you also the same plan, part 11 onwards you start watching to speed and remaining assignments and try to do the assignments also, guys. All the three guys to join today.
Okay, sir.
Not just watching, you have to complete the assignments also, and there is a WhatsApp group where you have to just mention. It's not compulsory to mention, but if you mention, that will give good vibes. Okay, and people are there to help you out if you are stuck anywhere. Okay, in the WhatsApp group. Even I will be there, but I'll be not be checking that. Most will be resolved by the team itself. Okay, and I'll just pitch in when it is really needed. Fine. So
Okay, sir.
anything you guys want to ask the new people? Any challenges? Any
Uh,
other stuff?
could you please be on camera so the sessions will be interactive?
Sir, can you like remove from recording my discussing?
Oh, I think this is only for, person. I'm not going to share this anywhere, right? So not a problem, okay?
Okay,
I'm
sir.
only the people, students in the group can get that, okay? No other people cannot hear that, okay? Fine.
Okay.
Could you please make session interactive through showing your camera, be on camera?
If I keep on doing that camera, right, you will get distracted. If you really want, I can do, but you will get distracted, okay?
Okay, sure, no problem.
I can do that. I can do that. There's no problem in that because I've been taking webinars and all, right? I don't think
Okay.
if you really feel that, just think, okay? Because that will distract me. People, instead of looking at the code, they'll keep looking at me, okay?
Okay, sure, no
That's the
problem.
problem. That's the only problem, okay? I can be on camera all the time, but that's okay.
Okay.
Maybe I can
Working
do that. I can do that, but make sure like we'll experiment it in the next, in the next session. Once I come back from the vacation, I'll do that. Just remind me. One session will, try to do that like that, and just let's take the feedback of the people. If they say that okay, let's be on camera, I'll be there from there onwards. Okay, but I will take your suggestion for sure.
I need to communicate with you one to one. Is it possible today or on call?
I didn't get that question. Who is talking actually?
Actually, I am Mahesh talking.
Mahesh, tell me what do you want, Mahesh?
Yes, I want to communicate with one to one for 5 minutes. If you have time today, can I call you?
1 minute, Mahesh. What we can do is like let's clear all the people doubts, and you be there in this meeting. I'll stop the recording. We can talk in the same meeting. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Just be with me. And the other person who asked me is Rishi. You said you need 2 minutes of my time. You have any doubt? Rishi, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You said you need 2 minutes of my time. Do you want it to be part
Yes,
of the
sir.
class, or you
Yes.
want to personally discuss anything?
Yes, sir. Just 1 second. So, sir, I have interview tomorrow scheduled, and
Okay, fine.
I just want your inputs or any advice from you.
Hmm.
So, can I share JD here so that you could
Yeah,
advise?
sure. I'll stop sharing my screen and you can share yours. Okay, we can look at the JD once.
Okay.
You can share now.
Is it visible
Okay.
now?
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me see. Okay. Where is the JDA? Just open. Yeah, fine. I can see that. I can see that. No problem. Just keep it. Okay, fine. No problem. It's good now. Responsibilities of QA engineer, understanding software development lifecycle. So, Rishi, are you aware of the different SDLC models and all?
Yes, yes.
First line is good. Second thing, create detailed, comprehensive, and well-structured test plans, test cases. Are you good with creating test plans and test cases?
Okay, we prepare test cases, but I'm involved in test cases, but it is a work of team lead, right?
Test plans, test lead will do that, but do you have the knowledge of test plans, how to create
Yes,
and all?
what constitutes test plan, I know, right?
But have you created any test plan by yourself?
Not entirely, but I'm part of that.
Okay, if not entirely, there is a plan for you. Just give me a second. Let me also share my screen.
Okay.
Side by side mode. This is side by side mode. Can I also share my screen? Let's see. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Let's see. My screen is visible to you or not. Is it visible, Rishi?
Just a second. It is not visible actually.
Okay.
Yes, now it is visible.
1 minute. Now is it visible? Only my screen. Is it visible? Paint.
Yes, it
Paint
is.
sound.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do one thing. So what I recommend you there for that interview preparation is you just go here to my YouTube playlist, and there is a playlist where I created a test plan from scratch. Okay.
Okay.
You try to do that. Okay, so just be with me. One minute. Yeah, the software testing playlist with the live project and full course is there. I don't know whether you have referred to this earlier or not, but let me take you through the appropriate video that you have to watch. There's a live project sessions are going on. You see, exploring understanding. Here you see test plan and test strategy.
Okay.
Session 12. Okay.
Yes, I'm aware about this playlist, but I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, just go through this. It's almost 1 hour 48 minutes where I showed you practically how to create a test plan for a sample application. Okay.
Yes.
If you watch this video, that part will be clear for you. In interviews, you can say that I never got a chance to create a test plan, but I know how to create it. Okay, that's what you have to say.
Yes.
Not simply say that I don't know. Okay, because I am not the test lead. Okay.
Yes,
So
I can say that my lead prepares it.
yeah, my lead prepares it, but I have the idea. Okay, I worked with him during the process. I know how it will be created and all. Okay, and then with my video, you can now you can share your screen. Let's go with the next item in your JD.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Take ownership of end-to-end project from QA side. There is a general quotation. You don't have to worry much. There's nothing to learn and go. Estimate, prioritize, plan, and coordinate testing activities. So coming to estimation, complete team will do that. I know you are already working, right? You know this, right?
Yes.
Prioritizing test cases, right? We prioritize the test cases because not every time we get the time to, complete all the test cases before the release of the software, etc. So when we have less time, we test the high priority test cases first, then we'll go for the next level and all that, right?
Yeah. Prioritization in case of automation, what could be the precise
Don't worry
answer?
about automation here. They're not asking about automation. Prioritization will not be there in automation. Anyhow, while automating, it is a different subject altogether. You are working in agile, right? Agile project, I guess.
Yes.
Right. In agile, the things are different. Okay. So in agile, what happens is you can say that I'm working on an agile project. Every sprint will get some stories given to us, and generally, what happened with me is like I don't, for this iteration, whatever the stories, they are in development mode most probably by the end of the, right, fixing will go on. They are not stable ones, right? But what we used to do is we used to take the previous iteration completed stories which are tested and developed by the developers in a proper way. Okay, they're ready to automate, right? We used to automate the previous test cases from the previous sprint. Current sprint, right? We only do manual part, and previous sprint stories we automate it. We keep doing that every sprint. Okay.
Yes.
You got the idea, right?
Yes.
So since it is sprint wise, whatever the test cases that you have added to that particular stories that your business has approved, right, for all that test cases that you added to that particular story in your Jira tool or whatever it is, that test cases you have to automate. Okay.
Yes.
But they should be complete. Developers have to complete them. They should be in a stable position to automate. Otherwise, you cannot do that. Okay.
Yes.
Now you got it right. What to do?
Yeah.
Then identify, record, document. You see, this is a normal job effort tester. You generally do that, right?
Yes.
Identify bugs and report them. Okay. Perform through regression testing when bugs are resolved. Yes, when a particular bug is fixed, there is a possibility of a side effect in existing working functionalities of the application. So we generally do regression testing, and regression testing will be mostly done by automation because you will not get that much time in agile's Scrum projects where sprint duration will be only 2 weeks. Can you test everything? No, right? Automation take care of the everything, most of the things, and you will be taking care of the important things in that area. So regression testing will be mostly done by automation.
Yes.
Right? That is clear?
Yes.
Develop and apply testing process for new and existing products to meet client needs. This is a general item that your lead will do basically. Liaise and with internal teams, developers and product managers. You just discuss with them business point of view to understand what functionality is working expected way or not. Okay, that's a general point only. Okay, that we generally have discussion with developers, right? Whenever we are stuck with something, we just go to the developers and speak to them. Okay, this is the problem and so why you're not doing, why it will take time, understanding from them. That we generally do that, and product manager knows the business well. We'll talk to them. Monitor debugging process results. You see, in every project, there will be sometimes when you get defects, right? So you have to identify what is the root cause of the defect. Okay. Some logs will be running, some debugging process logs will go on. You'll check the logs to see what is a problem for that particular. While you're reporting the defects, you can provide that log so that developers can fix the things easily. Okay.
Okay, so this is about root cause analysis.
Root cause analysis, simple.
Yes, okay.
Stay up to date with new testing tools and test strategies is a common line. Whatever the skills you have, just mention that in the resume that they will ask. Okay.
Yes.
And coming days, as part of our initiatives and our trainings and all, I'm going to teach you a lot of other stuff that you keep adding into your resume whenever you are going to attend in the coming days. Okay.
Yes.
Then coming to responsibilities of QA engineer, experience in automation using Selenium and Selenium manual. Okay. Whatever we are doing. Rest assured is API automation. Cucumber will be a plus, means Cucumber BDD for Selenium. Okay. This part you are aware of or not aware?
Actually, here it is not a must or mandatory. Experience in rest assured and cucumber will be a plus. So maybe it is not required, but I will
so
tell
this
them.
is not required.
I'm in process of
You are
learning.
good with the first point then?
Yes.
Manual. Yeah, you have
Yes.
to mention that. Then if you are not good with rest assured cucumber, you have to mention then. Okay.
I have not mentioned in my CV. I have already told them.
Fine. If they still ask you, then you have to say
I
that.
can tell them. I will learn.
Even REST and microservices also will come into the same part, right? API.
REST is manual, right? Postman tool.
REST Postman tool, microservices testing. You see, microservices is nothing but for each and every functionality in the application, there will be one API created, even for small thing also. That is microservice.
So REST is I am aware. I am aware about. We do CRUD operations and all. So I'm aware
CRUD
about
operations. Great. Same thing. CRUD operations for microservices also same thing. But only thing is that the APIs rather than for bigger functionalities, for even small things like when you search for something, some search results will come, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 results in the e-commerce applications. Okay, in the box. For that, in the background, a lot of APIs will be coming. Those are microservice APIs.
Okay.
Okay. At that same time, multiple APIs will be triggered for doing small activities. That is microservice architecture. Okay, basically. These are also API. That's why they said REST or microservices. Both are API testing only.
Yes. Microservices come
Microservices
under
are small units,
API
units of APIs. Okay.
Yes,
Small
yes,
pieces
yes.
of APIs, which do a lot of small things, small bots kind of things. You see, we have seen some movies, right, where a big robot will be there who will be doing all the stuff, and microbots will be there. Small robots. They will do small activities, right?
Yes.
Like that, REST or microservices. Hope you got it. Okay.
Yes.
Experience in database such as some knowledge of SQL. You have this knowledge?
Yes. MySQL. Yes.
RDBMS means it's a software, right? You know about RDBMS, right? Are you aware of these concepts of RDBMS?
So we are doing database testing by using MySQL server, but
do you know what is RDBMS means?
Not entirely. I'm not.
That's what is the
much
point,
aware.
right? So what you do is I'll just give you one video. You just watch that, you will get an idea. Okay.
Okay.
You can see my screen now. No, I guess I have to share. I'll share my screen again.
DBMS, I only know database management system. I know that only.
Yeah, you know that, but you're not confident in that. So for that reason,
yes.
I'll just give you only one video, nothing much.
Yes.
You just watch that. It will be good for you. Okay.
Okay. Should I stop sharing?
Can you see mine or you're not able to see?
No, not able to see. Yes.
Now I'll share.
Okay.
Now can you see?
Yes. YouTube playlist.
Yeah, one. There is a SQL playlist with me. In that one video, I'll recommend you watch it. Okay, that will be enough. You see, database manage DBMS SQL playlist is there. So if you have time, you can refer to this also if you want to brush up. And but the main video I would like to recommend, I'll show you right now.
Okay.
It's kind of slow now. Just useful. Okay, sorry, I clicked on it. Yeah, this one, first video. So just let's go back. Yeah, this one, first video, database concepts, database, DBMS. If you understand this first video, right, you'll be confident, okay?
Okay.
This one, you can remember, right, SQL full playlist in
Yes,
that first video.
I'm taking notes, part number and all.
Yeah, 33:29 minutes is there, na?
Yes.
33 minutes,
First
29
video,
seconds. This video you watch, that will be enough. If you have other knowledge, that's okay, okay? That concepts will be clear for you. And now you share your screen again. Now you can share your screen.
Yes.
Knowledge of Jira will be a plus. Do you have knowledge of Jira?
Yes, we are using Jira only.
So you can explain that, right? No problem.
Yes.
Understanding of software development and testing lifecycle and process. STLC, you know, right? Software testing lifecycle.
Yes.
This is a general common point. Primary functional, Selenium WebDriver. Core Java, you have. SQL, you have. I think this is good. I think you're good, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, now you can stop sharing. I think we are good.
Yes. These days there are no calls, so I thought one call I should be able to clear the interview.
Yeah, try your level best, okay? So be casual, don't worry much, okay?
Yes.
Be leisure. You just feel confident, when even I tell you my experience when I'm attending some interviews, right? Earlier I used to have a lot of fear, okay? So I was not able to answer things like, but once I felt like, okay, aayega to aayega kind of stuff, okay?
Yes.
If you have that mindset, right, you'll feel very relaxed. Believe me, you'll be able to do better in the interviews, okay?
Yes.
If it has to come, it will come. Job will come, it will come. Definitely mandatory. If it has to come, fear will build up, okay?
Yes.
You just genuinely go there, express yourself. This is what I know. Okay. This is whatever this, I don't want to mock you. Whatever I know, I'm putting before you. If you like me, take me. Otherwise, no problem. Okay. If the job is for me, I'll take it. Otherwise, I don't have to take any risk. If this mindset, if you go right, whatever the interviewer will try to, put you in different difficult situations, you will not worry much.
Yes.
Okay, you will do your best. That's the advice I can give you guys. Okay, when you are comfortable, you will crack more interviews. Okay, they'll get a confidence vibe from you. Okay, from that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. One more thing. If they ask about our project, what should exactly we should explain?
So you already working on one project or automation project in your company?
But
or not?
Yes. So
only manual.
Manual is I have worked on manual for 2 years, but automation just 6 months.
That's what you say. What is the matter in that? Okay.
Yes, but if they ask about project, so we need to we need to explain just technologies we have used or functionalities also.
No, when they ask about, they will not ask about projects basically. So even they ask that, they just at a high level, just give 2 lines. That will be enough.
Okay.
And start saying that this is a project. It falls into e-commerce domain. Okay. And we are assigned this so and so functionalities to work. Okay. So we work on this on an agile basis. Agile Scrum model we follow, and we have sprints. We'll get stories. Okay. This is our day-to-day activities. Like that, you tell. The only purpose they ask you is try to be in the shoes of the interviews. Why they are asking you this question, rather than thinking what I have to answer. Why the interviewer is asking you such kind of question? What the interviewer want to know? Whether the interviewer want to check your genuineness. Are you really a real person? Okay, you are not faking up. Some kind of questions, different ways, and the interviewer want to know what knowledge you have. Okay, what command you have, different ways. So whenever you get questions, try to express yourself as it is. This is what I am. This is what I have done. They will like it. Okay.
Yes.
Rather than mocking and creating a perfect answer, right? Try to be genuine and natural and give the answers in your own way, so that they'll get impressed rather than, okay?
Yes.
If you know something, say something that I know this, but if you don't know something, say that I don't know that, but I know this. Okay, this is what is our things I have worked. somewhere you related to your work, okay, so that they'll get the confidence, okay. I didn't get
Yes.
an opportunity to work in this area, but I have the knowledge of this, okay. I worked like
Okay.
that. Like that you
Okay.
mentioned. Every question you may not be able to answer, but answer it in such a way that, you know, kind of, okay.
Okay. Based on the this JD, will
You
is
see,
there any
JD, you know, I know people creating JD. Even I created JD for my company. My manager asked me and I created a JD. What I do, I go to Naukri or some websites and, you know, from there, whatever the best JD is there, I'll copy paste and send it to my manager. My manager will review that and approve that, okay?
Okay.
Just the thing is that they want some people into the company and they want to put some JD before you. That's what they will do. Maybe one or two words may be real in that JD, but most of the things are copy pasted even by us.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You don't have to take that very seriously, but try to put whatever the knowledge you have, right? Whenever you get an opportunity of getting questions from the interview, try to answer in such a way that you can answer a lot of stuff. Okay. And express yourself completely what is the work you have done and all. That will help you out. Okay.
Yes, I'm little bit concerned about this DevOps part. So
If
that's
you have
what I was
worked,
going.
say that. Otherwise, don't say anything.
Okay.
DevOps, you just go through my videos. If you have some time, go through my what is that? Docker and Kubernetes series. Okay.
Okay.
Playlists are there. Just go through that if you have some time. And that if they ask about DevOps, I only know this Docker and Kubernetes and then explain that. That will be enough. Okay. Instead of saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Thank
think
you
you are
so
good,
much, sir.
right?
Yes. Thanks much
Yeah.
for your time.
Yes. Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Mustaq.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am from mechanical background in
Okay.
2018 pass out.
Hmm.
For that, I am now it is 5 hour is over. For me, it is how much knowledge I should know in Selenium about software testing. Means
How
like
much? How much?
how much means in which knowledge. I mean manual automation, performance testing.
No, don't worry about that. So what you have to do is you have to first learn manual, then automation. Manual plus automation. First thing is that I'm going to teach you that, right? No worries. Okay.
To get the job.
To get the job only, I'm saying manual, automation, and API. Three things.
API. Okay.
API. These three things are enough. You don't have to go beyond that.
Okay.
To get started. Later, you have to upskill. You don't have to stop your journey. You see, every journey is an endless. Even my learning today is endless. I keep learning new stuff every day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but the basic points are manual, automation, and API. These three things you have to attend the interviews in a proper way. Okay.
Okay.
Then the chances will be high for you to get recruited by the companies.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome, Rishi. Welcome, Rishi.
Okay.
Thanks for the things and all. Okay. Fine. Any other questions, guys? Anyone want to talk anything else?
I need to talk personally.
Personally, you want to talk Mahesh, except Mahesh, Mohammed Shahid, you have anything else? Mustaq, Riya, you have anything else? If no, you can leave the meeting. I'll talk to Mahesh personally. You can leave, guys. Mohammed, you can leave if you don't have anything. Yeah, thank you, Mohammed. Fine,
Hello,
I'll
sir.
stop. Just give me a second.